This one is quite tall. They need longer stakes. This is on its 1, 2, 3rd true leaf as well. And the roots are just starting to come through. So I'll be having to put these on again. I didn't check for them, did I? Yeah, there's roots coming through on them. So hi everyone. This is just going to be a fairly quick video. As most of you will know, I didn't post a video at the weekend because I had an unforeseen accident with a laptop, whereby I went to play with the dog, run around the table, totally forgot that the laptop was plugged into its charger. Obviously, Bryn's chased us around the table. I've caught the wire. I've nearly went heat over heels. But the laptop ended up in the living room. And to cut a long story short, I thought, I'll be easy to repair, doddle. And basically, it ended up in loads and loads of bits. It ended up in the bin. I've had to buy a new laptop, try installing everything. So this is just a quick video to see if I've actually installed it and it works properly. So you can probably see this big monstrosity here. The temperature through the night in here was -2. So I just thought, right, I better do something for me seedlings. They're in a propagator still. I potted them on. Oh, well, I potted me Davey Dixon ones and me Trenouth ones on. I chose like 3 that I thought were the best. The rest I've discarded. I've kept 3 of those. So I've basically got 3 AILSAE, 3 of the Joe Atherton from Trenouth, 3 of the AILSAE, 3 of the Joe Atherton from Davey Dixon. And they're still down there in the propagator, but one of them is starting to get a bit high for the propagator. So I made this. I've just made it up this morning. I didn't want to bore you. You know, it's just a bit of timber and a bit of air, bubble wrap stapled to it. And all it is, I'm going to put the seedlings inside of here. So I'll move this drinking chocolate and then I'll let you see the seedlings. Oh, yeah, bugger. Yeah. Oh. Right. You'll probably remember, oops, that fell over that little air stake. I hope it stays up. I better put a handful of compost just to help it stay upright. You may remember that I potted these on. These are the AILSAE for the cold. Like I say, you may remember I put them on, I think it's 2 weeks ago now. Still got the seed leaf and then 2 true leaves. Nothing special. And this one is exactly the same. Got a seed leaf and it's got 2 true leaves. But they're about 7 inches high, I would say. That's 2. There's 3. This is a better one. The seed leaves came off. It's got its 2 proper leaves. One stands at about 7 inches, maybe 7.5. The other's at about 6.5. So they're doing okay. These are what I potted up. They're the Joe Atherton's Trenouth seeds cooled. So I don't know if you can actually see it. That stands at about 6 inches, 6.5 inches from the top of the compost. That one. I forgot to say, sorry, I forgot to say, that's still only on its first leaf and its seed leaf. This one, it's still got the seed leaf, but then it's got 2 true leaves. And then we'll come to the last one that I've kept on it. That's still got its seed leaf, and then it's got 2 true leaves. That one is about maybe 5 inches. But as you can see, Joe Atherton, Trenouth, cooled. These are the ones from Davey Dixon, Joe Atherton, Davey Dixon, cooled. It's got its seed leaf and 2 true leaves, and this leaf stands at about 6 inches, maybe just over. So quite happy with that, especially with it being in the cold, obviously. This one to Joe Atherton, Davey Dixon in the cold. Still got its seed leaf. It's got its second leaf just coming on. Its first true leaf is about 4.5 inches. And then this one, Joe Atherton, Davey Dixon, cooled. There's its seed leaf, and it's got 2 true leaves here, which is awkward to see because of the silver steel thing. If I turn it there, but that is about 7.5 inches in height. So that one and one of Pete's are doing pretty much exactly the same for that. The size, the height, everything. I did say that I thought they were bigger than the AILSAE, but I've got, that fell out again, hasn't it? No, it's a different one. This one is about the same size as the biggest. So the AILSAE are now slightly starting to overtake these. But as I say, because it's down here and it's in the cold, I'm really happy the way they are going. But they're going to go under here. Unfortunately, the only way I could put that lid on is if I had something slightly higher to balance the lid on. My measuring cups, I don't know if they would do, because I wouldn't get 4 the same, would I? Do not have got any pots, because I would need 4, wouldn't I? That's not going to be higher, is it? No. If I had something thick that we're going to cross here, just to give them a better chance of survival, just something, a couple of bits of timber, something like that. Bear with, I might just have a couple of little bits. Or I might not. Well, I've got 2 bits. Whether it'll work, I don't know. I can't see why not, to be perfectly honest. As long as they've got the space for it, it should be absolutely okay. The only problem I can foresee is keeping the lid where it's supposed to be. Now, I've got a comment off Mark from Gang and Peanut, 2 peas in a pod, saying he had adopted basically the double propagator style. I've done 3. I started up in the smaller ones, then in the next size, and then into that. So I have 3 were housing the seedlings. Apparently Mark's done it, so I'd like to see how Mark's is getting on. Now, this is going to be fun, isn't it? Trying to move this without spilling the seedlings or tipping them over or knocking that lid off. Something's catching. Right, I should be able to just slide that over there. Right, there you go. Extra protection, and that'll keep them warm. Speaking of warm, I've got the fire on in there. By God, I need it. It's absolutely perishing in here. And then I find I've got a few leaks in the roof. So come the summer, this roof's coming off. And I'll either clean it all down and replace it in silicone everywhere, or I'll replace the whole roof. Either way, something's got to be done. I can't just keep having water coming in. Oh, right. Let's have a look at the temperature in here, actually. The highest it was 17.1. It's now 7.2. And through the night it was minus 2.2. So we'll have a little chat by the fire. Well, in the shed, a little bit of hot chocolate left, fire on, the cheese pasty there, which getting nice and warm by the look of that. So you've seen what I've done for that. The ones I've got up home in the grow boxes, they're doing absolutely fine. Eric and Rachel's, what I said away, the John Sulby's, pardon me, and the John Sulby's for Jamie, they're doing okay. I probably am going to have to bring them down here at some point because I'm struggling for space. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to try and harden them off. I've had a fan on for 2 hours, off for 2 hours, on for 2 hours, off for 2 hours, with all me seedlings up the house. So I'll up it to about 3 hours on and off for Eric and Rachel's and Jamie's to harden them off so I can bring them down and put them in there. Me Joe Atherton from Davey Dixon and me Joe Atherton from Pete, which I've got on heat, well, under lights now. They're no longer on heat, but under lights. They are doing really, really well. Me ALSAE on heat, under lights, no longer on heat as with the others, just lights. They are doing absolutely fantastic. I just worked it out last night. I had to re-sew everything on the 17th of November. I remember that easy enough because it's the other half's birthday. But if you want to go back through my videos, there'll be a video there where I'm showing them. Anyhow, I'm really, really pleased with them. Since I've potted them on, this can cause a little bit of controversy. I actually mixed in with the pot bedding compost volcanic rock dust, and some Q4. And then I was feeding them from underneath with Calmag and liquid seaweed. So they are doing really, really well. The 2 pips, to be honest, I haven't noticed a great deal of change in them at all. Me leeks, they're getting there. But as I say, all of them, the AILSAE, the Trenouth seeds of his Joe Atherton onions, Davey Dixon's of the Joe Athertons, they were all sown on the 17th. So I think it's 6 weeks and 2 days or something like that. But absolutely fantastic. I'm really, really over the moon with them. If they keep going the way they are, I would hope I'm guaranteed some good onions. But once I get up home, I'll let you see them, and you can make your own minds up on what you think of them. I watched Jake's last night, Jake the gardener, and Jake's are looking quite good. I think Jake sowed his October, about 2 or 3 weeks before me, and Jake's are looking good. So I've got plenty of time for mine to catch up with Pete or Steve. I noticed Rob's transplanted his now. His should kick on. Unsure about Duncan until he puts another video out. But the way mine are, I'm more than happy. It must be the love that they're getting. As I say, they're still under constant lights 24/7. With them being 6 weeks old, they'll probably be under 24-hour lights for another 6 weeks. 6 weeks at least, you know. I like to give them 3 months. Then I'll drop them down to probably 16, then down to 12. But at the moment, 24/7 the lights. They get fed once a week. Occasionally, I'll turn my lights off and I'll give them a spray with liquid seaweed foliar spray. And I'll come back after a few hours and put the lights back on again. So although I've said 24 hours, the times when I give them the foliar spray, the lights are turned off. But only for 2 to 3 hours max. But as I say, when I get up home, I'll let you see them. So, well, I'm up home in the shed. Temperatures, the maximum it's been is 16.8. It's 14 degrees at the moment. The minimum 12.9, obviously, through the night. And the reason for that, obviously, is thermostatically controlled halogen heater. So, with the fans in the window, so this will be awkward. If I can clear some space, and I'll be able to maybe pull them out just so you can see them. So hopefully these will stand there. Right. There are the Joe Athertons, Davey Dixons. So they are quite good. Hold on, I've got a tape measure there. I'll probably not be able to give a true reading, but that one at the back, you can see that. So if you straighten that up, it's over 11 inches. This one, hold on, gone through the gap. Just over a foot. That one's about the same, but it's bent over. This one, just under 11 inches. Whoops, I've just knocked the stake out completely. That's because I haven't got anything to actually hold this phone, apart from my hand, obviously. These ones are the Trenouth Joe Atherton seeds. That's a canny size one there. As you can see, that's over 11 inches as well. There's a one behind, which the top of it's bent. You can see that's over 11 inches. So Pete's are doing really well, just like Davey's. They're doing very, very well. Put them back in. The fan's on. Right, what's next? These are Jamie's and Rachel's. Oops, yeah, bugger. I'm knocking everything all over here. Tape measures, water bottles, everything, because I've barely got any space. Right, that is Jamie's. Some of them are about 6 to 7 inches. There's one there that's about 9. This is Eric and Rachel's. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about 9 inches. One about 6 and one about 5. So I'm quite happy with them, even though I keep knocking all these plant stakes over. Right, I'll let it try and pull these out. These are the pips. Oh, you bugger. So them are the Davey Dixon pips. How big they are, no idea. If I can, well, you can see that one there is 15, and I've got this other one which is actually flopped over. Crikey, I can't. Hold on, I'll pause this. I'll just put another clip on this. Right, I've got them clipped up now. That one, as you can see, is at 21 inches in height. And this one, I would say, even it's got a bend on it, as you can see, straightened up. I'll say it's about 20. So I'm quite happy with those. Yeah. So we'll get these two just put out the way for now, just so I can bring me AILSAE up onto this little bit bench. Right. Oh. Yeah. So that's me AILSAE on heat. Some of them I can move some away because, you know, if you look at that, you know, it goes all the way up there. That's on its third leaf, which is good. This one is quite tall. They need longer stakes. this is on its 1, 2, 3rd true leaf as well. And the roots are just starting to come through. So I'll be having to put these on again. I didn't check for them, did I? Yeah, there's roots coming through on them. So I think that they're doing pretty well. I haven't got any that's got 4 leaves, which is a shame. Some of them's only got 2 by the look of that, or 2 or 3 of them have anyway. But as I say, for the age of them, I'm really pleased. I've actually run out of the onion clips. I've got some down the greenhouse, but I've just had to order another 50. I've got longer canes here. These are the 2-foot ones, and then I've just bought some more. These are they're 90 centimeters, I think these ones are, because obviously when your onions grow, they do get big. But that's my video and my update for the AILSAE on heat, and showing you how my pips are going, my leeks. They're getting taller, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to have to move them anyway because they're getting too tall for in here. The actual stakes are higher than me light. The other thing I had are the Vento and the Bedfordshire Champions, which they're doing all right. They'll be getting potted on probably next week. So I think I'll end this video here, and hopefully it will work on the new computer. It just remains for me to wish you all to have a great new year. Have a great evening, everyone. Stay safe. Catch you later. Bye bye.